If you want to get attacked, have an opinion. It's highly opinionated radio with a man who'll tell you if your name is Richard, don't let people call you dead.
I like to know who I'm talking to.
Back to Get Rich Radio with Marshall Silver.
It is absolutely certain that if you are selling something that people cannot get anywhere else, that you will determine the price. And if you are so unique that you're not duplicatable, at least not easily duplicatable, then you own the monopoly. In addition to always doing more than you're paid for, it is essential that you continue to figure out how to create the power of being unique. Wealthy people understand that power. They also understand the power of seeking to be the very best at something. Wealthy people don't make apologies for who they are, and they focus on being their own personal best. Do you? I want you to always give more than you're paid for. I want you to go that extra mile. I want you to do more than the competition. Early on in my career, I'm 23 years old, had just become a stage hypnotist. I was working in nightclubs and comedy clubs throughout Southern California. Traditionally, a hypnotist, a stage hypnotist, would go in, use the microphone from the comedy club, use their sound system, of course, use their chairs, and I realized a couple things. Number one, that if you watched MTV at the time, Madonna and all the other really great acts, that they weren't using handheld microphones. They were using headset microphones so that they could move around more. Now, the reason they use headset rather than like lav mics is when you're doing something that requires extreme vocal clarity, like singing, like hypnotizing people, you cannot use a lav. You've got to use something that gives a truer and better sound. And so rather than use the microphone that was provided, I would use a headset microphone that I would bring in. Because they were comedy clubs or nightclubs, the chairs often would be beat up. And it was very difficult to find 12 chairs that didn't have some kind of a tear or rip or bend in the leg or some kind of defect. And since the chairs shared stage space with me, I always made sure that the chairs looked good. Originally, I would bring chair covers. You know, kind of like if you go to a wedding, I'd bring customized chair covers to slip over the chairs so the chairs would look good. After a while, even that kind of looked tacky, and I realized that wasn't the look I was looking for. So I would haul my actual chairs, beautiful silver upholstered chairs, from venue to venue so that I had chairs to use in my show. Now, again, if you're not going for more, we started off with the ultimate scorecard. If you're not going for more, you're going for less. If you're not getting more excellent, you're losing ground. And so each and every day, in each and every way, we've got to find things that we can do a little bit better. I realized that when I was hypnotizing people, because of the nature of the hypnotic show, chairs would get kicked around, moved around, and it wasn't good. So two things. Number one, I created a method that's since been copied by quite a few people I've seen. I realized that rather than using chairs, it was smarter to use benches. Because that way, if I have 6 people on a bench, number one, the chairs aren't going to be getting moved around because there's only one chair, one big chair. Or if we have 2 benches, 2 big chairs. Secondly, a bench is much more easily bolted down rather than having to bolt down each additional chair, individual chair. And then also, if I've got 5 people on the bench rather than 6 people, then it doesn't look like we have less people than we're supposed to have just because they're sharing a bench. Does that make sense to you? What's this got to do with you? What could you do slightly differently than everybody else? What could you take out of the equation of how everybody else does things so that you are doing things more effectively? How can you be unique, do more than you're paid for, and make sure that you are the product that they cannot get anywhere else? Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Personally, I have never received a promotion in my life that I could not directly relate and trace back to recognition that I gained by rendering more and better service than that for which I was paid." I don't do this radio show for the money. Oh, we make money. I'm glad we make money, and it's building every single day because you keep telling people, you keep posting it on Facebook, you keep letting people know. I don't do it for the money, though. There's no amount of money that is enough for me to give up 2 hours a day of my life, 2 hours I could be spending right now, especially holding my son. I do it because you need it. I do it because you listen every day. I do it because you let me be the bright spot in your day that lifts you up, makes you more, and inspires you. That's why I do it. Cash time. Time to give away $1,000 cash. I'm having so much fun teaching you today, I almost forgot that we were going to give away cash. Yeah, right now. Caller number 5, 855-674-3874, 855, Mr. Get Rich. Know the secret text password of the day. Be a currently registered listener. Make sure you are not expired. If you are expired, you cannot win. No money for you. And, like I said, make sure you haven't won already. If you've won already, let somebody else win because it's only fair. 855-674-3874. Caller number 5. Phone lines lighting up brilliantly right now. It is your time. If you get through more than twice, if you get through twice, don't call back because that means that you're using multiple phones or automated dialers, and we like to give everybody a fair chance. 855-674-3874. Call right now. Be caller number 5. You win $1,000 cash as long as you're currently registered and know the secret text password of the day. Hello, who's this?
Jeffrey Frank.
Jeffrey, caller number 1. Hello there, who's this?
This is Brian.
Caller number 2. Hello there, who's this?
Daniel.
Daniel, caller number 3. Hello there, who's this?
Gina.
Gina, you're caller number 4. You're very close, though. Let's see, what do we got here? Hello, who's this?
GW.
GW? How do you spell that?
That's the way I logged onto your website because I didn't know what else to put, so I put GW.
And when did you log on?
Probably this week.
So sometime during this week?
Yes, sir.
And what is your full name? What's your full name?
My real name, my legal name is Helen, Helen, West, West. But that's what my parents gave me because they didn't like me.
Well, I think that I could be your parent then because I like you and parents like their kids. Hey, Helen, are you right now a free listener to Get Rich Radio?
Yes, sir, because I was referred by Frank Fantastic Diamond.
By Frank Fantastic Diamond. Hey, do you know what the secret text password of the day is today?
Bikini?
Bikini, yeah. Like what you can buy with $1,000. You just won $1,000 cash from me, Marshall Silver. Way to go, Helen.
Oh, my gosh.
Wasn't that amazing?
It was. Thank you so much.
You sound like you have a hard time believing that you just won $1,000 cash. You did.
I do. I have a very hard time believing it. I have a very bad cold. Sorry.
Well, congratulations, darling. This is the only place on the airwaves giving away cash. I'm going to put you on hold. Line 6 is our winner. I'm Marshall Silver. We do it every day. How about it's you tomorrow? You're loved. You want to save the economy? Bye for now.